OnePlus has always made excellent phones at great prices, but the OnePlus 5 costs $479 or £449. That's £40 or $50 more than the OnePlus 3T did before it. But is it worth it? I'm Basil with TechRadar and I'll get onto that in a sec, but before I do, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Right, onto the OnePlus 5. More money, 2 lenses and some ridiculous power thanks to some stunning internals under the hood. This is the thinnest phone from OnePlus at 7.25mm. It's light too at 153 grams, while still being really well weighted. It's got a bottom firing mono speaker, a toggle to the left, and good news, it's got a headphone jack at the bottom, which is great for anyone who wants to plug in your cans. Bad news, it isn't waterproof. But still, waterproof or not, for the price it's pretty in line, if not better than what I would expect from OnePlus. As for the colours, the 64GB version comes in slate grey, or the 128GB version that we've got comes in midnight black. Corning's Gorilla Glass 5 sits on top of the Full HD 5.5-inch panel. AMOLED tech means you've got a lot of punch, a lot of pop there, but it's not going to stack up to the Samsung Galaxy S8's Quad HD panel or the Sony Xperia XZ Premium with its incredibly sharp 4K display. Good, not great. Android 7.1.1 is the operating system powering everything along, and this means tons of app support, split screen multitasking, and everything else you've come to expect from Android. Oxygen OS is a kind of overlay that OnePlus puts on top of the OnePlus 5, and it's really sweet. You've got a pull-up applications tray to save you having to press a button. You've also got a screen to the left-hand side which has weather information and other shortcuts, and you've got a really sweet reading mode that you can actually set for each individual application to help protect your eyes. Generally, it's been really positive for the OnePlus 5 so far. Multimedia is where it becomes a bit of a mixed bag. Like we said, it's a good screen and there are excellent internals under the hood, but the mono bottom firing speaker is just too easy to cover up when gaming. Still, when it comes to gaming, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor paired with 6 or 8GB of RAM depending on the variant you go for will smash through anything that you install on it. Also, you've got ample storage as well. When it comes to benchmarks specifically, this is the most powerful phone on the scene, and the fact it isn't the most expensive bodes very well for the OnePlus 5. But that isn't the crowning glory of this phone. Oh no, it's 2 crowning glories and they're around the back. Those 2 Sony sensors. The primary wide-angle module has a 16-megapixel sensor and an f1.7 lens, and the 20-megapixel sensor has an f2.6 lens, which is telephoto, both with digital image stabilization. The resulting package is very reminiscent of the iPhone 7's camera setup. There's a blurry background, sharp foreground, portrait mode, which is a bit more versatile than the iPhones in that it can take pictures of more close-up objects, and there's a 2x optical zoom via that second lens. There's none of the over-processing you'll find on other flagships like the LG G6, but there isn't the kind of grain you'd expect from a raw image. The 2x zoom lens is a bit worse when it comes to low light than the main camera, churning out more noise, but generally speaking, the camera setup is excellent. Picture quality is up there with the S8 and Pixel XL, and the telephoto second lens is a welcome point of differentiation in the Android camp. Other flagship staples are on board as well. 4K video, Pro mode for full manual control over your photos, and the front 16-megapixel camera, as with the OnePlus 3T, is frankly exceptional, producing really sharp, sometimes too sharp pictures. With fast 4G, NFC, GPS, etc., when it comes to connections, this thing will give you everything you want, except for maybe an infrared blaster. And with a 3300 mAh battery under the hood, the OnePlus 5 will get you through a full day, roughly around 10 PM, maybe a little bit less on the sunniest of days when you've got the brightness cranked right up. Now, while that's pretty average as far as good flagships go for battery life, what is very cool is the fact Dash Charge has made a return, so you should get the best part of day's usage out of around half an hour of charge. So with incredible specs, an excellent design, and a really fair asking price considering how much phone you actually get here, the OnePlus 5 may not be the super affordable option the OnePlus One was back in the day, but OnePlus has come on a fair bit and produced a stonking flagship that they should be commended for. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. If you did, click that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to TechRadar. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do.